Hello everyone and welcome back to Nemesis. Now I am recording this a few days after the last time I played this, but before it's gone live on the channel. So other than the one big error I spotted while we were playing, which was that during solo play you're supposed to have 2 objective cards, not 1. Anything that I did egregiously wrong that I didn't spot will still be done wrong. During editing I did notice that I think I forgot to move the turn timer during 1 turn, so it was actually 1 turn longer than I was thinking. That doesn't really change what happened. Beyond that, I didn't spot anything during editing, but obviously if I'm wrong about anything core, then I wouldn't have spotted it anyway. So we are just going to do another solo game here with just the soldier, as I need this table space, and then I'll let those 2 videos go live, see how they do, see how popular they are, and then consider doing longer videos, because I was actually surprised at how long the game took, even though everything was basically going right, except the whole slime thing. So we are just going to jump straight in rather than dither around. The board is set up again, the rooms are randomised, the stats of the rooms are randomised, coordinates are randomised, and the engines are randomised. All that matters is what my 2 objectives for the game are as the soldier this time. So I'm just going to, there's not that many cards, I'm going to shuffle them out of focus in front of you here just to prove that I'm picking at random. We're going to pick that one, and we're going to pick this one. Why not? That's my 2 objectives. So cutting off the head. Send the signal and the queen must have been killed, or send the signal and destroy the ship. Interesting. And no man left behind. Send the signal and all rooms on the ship must be explored. So both of them require sending the signal. That means we have to find a specific room, which is fine. If I destroy the ship, that means I have to take the escape pod and I have to explore all rooms. That is very rough. For now I will put them in my little bar here to remind me, and with that we can get started. So we're going to get started by drawing 5 cards from the soldier's hand. As soon as I find that Nerves of Steel card, I am holding on to it forever until it's used, because it's his best card, quite frankly. Did I get it in my initial hand draw? I did not. No, I did not. So because I have to search every room, and we need to find a very specific room, I want to check the outer layer of the ship, and that's because those are where tier 1 rooms go. The tier 2 rooms that look a little bit different are basically around the hibernatorium where you start. There's always the same types of tier 1 room in every game, although you don't know where they are because they're randomized, but you get more tier 2 rooms than you have space for, so there's a slight roguelike element in that. The same, like that room that's just covered in slime, might not get that this time because it's a tier 2 room. Anywho, I am going to... Will we take the body with us this time? On the off chance I find the laboratory, maybe we can get an alien weakness found. Sure, let's take... Yeah, I'll get rid of a basic repair card to do a pickup action in the hibernatorium. And I'm going to take the corpse with the hole in the chest and put it in my right hand. So I'm now carrying 2 heavy items because the soldier starts with the assault rifle. And then we're going to move. I'm going to get rid of an interruption card. I'm not going to show off the cards I'm getting rid of every time, you just take my word for it. And we're going to aim to go to the top right and then do a clockwise survey of the ship. I don't care about where the ship's going because I want to try and blow it up. So we're going to go up here. Come on, are you kidding me? It's the room filled with slime. Okie dokie, it's also malfunctioned, but that doesn't do anything. It also can't have items in it, so that's just ignored. But I got slimed instantly again. Are you actually kidding me? Alright, roll for noise. Go and get the silence. Get the silence symbol just for maximum BM. No, okay, fair enough. There is noise in the 3 corridor. Oh, the 3 corridor for this room is actually the vents, which is nasty because that influences all other rooms. So I've got noises in the vents. There's nothing to search in here, and I don't have my Nerves of Steel. I am going to move. I'm going to move with the search card and get out of the slimed room, and we're going to go north again to the top right, which I think I'm going to have to turn ever so slightly. Sorry for the jutting there. We're going up here through this corridor here. I'll get rid of that. We have found, what is this? Storage room. Oh, I think I need that for one of his quests, don't I? Armory, or no, it has to be the Armory. So this is where we can search for red related items, which might be quite good. What's wrong with it though? Oh, well there's 3 items in it, but there's noise in every corridor. We don't do a noise roll. So there's 3 items, and there is noise in every single passageway. Doop, doop. And dupe. Oop. I'm going to do one more thing and then end my first turn. I'm going to use a search card as a search card. So we're going to get 2 red items and I get to pick between the 2. And then we might move the camera in a bit closer as well. 1 red item, 2 red item, energy charge, that's ammo, or you can use it to open doors. Or energy charge. I believe I will take energy charge. Thank you. So I ended that turn with 1 card left in my hand, taking aim card. I did search, so I am remembering now. Anyway, got to tick this down to 2. Incidentally, I apologise for being a little bit sniffly. Spring allergies are getting me good. At least I hope it's spring allergies. And we need to do end of turn stuff. There's no enemies on the table. This needs cleaned away. So we go on to bag development. Back to the default number of things in the bag. I think I said adults were the most common thing in the bag. At the start of the game, larvae are actually the most common thing in the bag. We have found an adult token, which means we do a noise. Now, I believe, I looked last time, you also put the token back in the bag. If there's noise all around you, I can't remember if it triggers an attack. I'm going to double check. I think it doesn't. We had this come up in an online game as well. No, I think you do the roll. What I was getting confused with is whether or not if an intruder spawns if you roll the danger symbol on the die. So, noise roll. Might see an alien super quick this time. A 4 means we are indeed seeing an alien. And presumably it gets a surprise attack as well. I only have 1 card in my hand and it's not the one that protects me from that, so this could be turning pear-shaped super duper quick. Let's draw from the bag. We have found... It is an adult of warning 2. So we're finally going to get to see what happens when an alien attacks you, because I don't have 2 cards in my hand, I only have 1, so it's going to get a surprise attack on me. I need to quickly grab the painted adult, or a painted adult. It's just come out the wall at me, or the vents I guess. We need to move all this noise as well. So what happens when you get attacked? You draw one of those cards that last time we only used to see what the alien's health was, because they never got a chance to attack me. And if it has the relevant symbol, it hits me. So, top card. And transformation. It doesn't have the adult symbol on it. What does this say? Replace the attacking creeper. Nope, so it's only creepers. If the player has no cards in hand, no. Creeper or breeders. So, I don't know. I think that means the adult doesn't attack. He is, however, on my square though. And that means that we're in trouble. Oh, and also the turn timer's down to 14, which I did also forget to do. Again, 1 step ahead of myself. This is why you should do things in order. Case in point, we're now at the point where we would draw an event card. So, the adult is going to move. Actually, I'm going to double check after this to make sure that adults will move even if they're engaged. Because it says he moves 3, which would mean he moves to a room unexplored. I think he probably doesn't move because he's engaged, but I'll double check that. Discard 1 egg from the intruder board. Any characters in the nest? Nope. If no character was infested, put a larva token in the intruder bag. So 1 egg is disappearing from the intruder board. That leaves 4, I think, or 5, and a larva is going in the bag. I double checked, and if you're on the square with an intruder, it would not move by the event card, but it wouldn't have moved anyway because the event card phase happens before the bag development, and the adult was spawned via bag development. So with that, we can just go on to my next turn. Alright, round 2, I've drawn my cards. I did draw Nerves of Steel, although it's a bit too late for that now. I don't really need to kill the adult because that's not part of my mission. I just need to find the signal room and, well, the self-destruct sequence ideally. Although if the engines are broken, the ship's going to destroy itself anyway. We want to flee, so I'm going to use Covering Fire as my first action. It costs me 1 ammo, may not be in focus, there we go, I think it is now. You discard 1 ammo, then you and or one other character, if you were playing with multiple, get to flee the room without triggering a attack. So we're going to flee into the engine room. It doesn't say you don't do a noise roll, so I'm going to presume that you do for you moving. So I'll do that. Okay, well, I mean, if we got the silent because we're slimed, it would be exactly the same result. So dupe and dupe noise-wise. Then I'm going to get rid of a full auto and a demolition to check the status of this engine. And I want it to be broken because we want to destroy Nemesis this time. Oh, good. Okay, so the engine is busted. We need to make sure 2 of the 3 are busted, and that means when the ship goes to hyperspace it destroys itself. but we also need to find and start with self-destruct. Since I'm just playing with one character, it's right back around to me. Do I move? Yes. Yes. I'm going to get rid of a taking aim. That leaves just the Nerves of Steel card left in my hand, but that's the important one. And I'm going to move down here to the... Oh, the Armory. We actually need this. Fantastic. What's wrong with it, though? It's busted with one item in it. Less good. One item in it. We're here. Noise roll is a 4. There's a noise there, so we got lucky as well. No other aliens spawning yet. Right, smack dab there. I want the Nerves of Steel card in my hand. So I think we're on to the end phase. Alright, end phase. Let's do this in the right order. Learn good habits. Turn timer goes down. We're at 13. Then you would do fire damage. You would do intruder attacks if they were in the room with anybody. They're not. So we go straight to event card. Drawing the top. So this does have the adult symbol along the top, which means it is moving to 3. So he is moving to an unexplored room. Now I actually don't know what happens if they move to an unexplored room, whether or not they just disappear or not. So either way, he's over there in whatever that room is. And we got evacuation pod ejection, which is bad because that's how I need to escape the game. Launch the escape pod token with the lowest number, then remove this event from the game. So at least it's not going to happen again. But to the left of the alien, if we just pull back a little bit and turn a little bit more, up there just at the top left of your screen. Oops, sorry. This has ejected itself from Nemesis, unfortunately, leaving one escape pod on the ship. We're doing a little bit of a Batman angle here. That's fine. I do need to shuffle the event deck as well, with that card not in it, because you don't put it back in. Just quickly give it a little shuffle, and then we do intruder bag development, and then I can sort the camera so it's not at the Batman angle. Let's see what it is. It's going to be... It's a larva token, which I believe just means I take this out and put an adult in the bag. Simple as that. Alright, there's an alien on board, but we don't care. We've got to get moving. Let's get rid of a rest card. Actually, no, we'll just get rid of an interruption card because it's largely useless in a solo game. To move, and we're going to move into the other engine room, which is a little risky. So we're going to come down here. We do need to noise roll. A 4. Oh no, that's bad. So unfortunately, something has followed me. So, I'll put my cards down. I've only done one action so far. I might not get a chance to check this engine, depending on what's here. It is a... Oh, wrong side. It is a larvae. It is a 1 warning, which means it isn't going to attack me because I have more than one card in my hand. But it is going to sit there, so I need to once again look at a painted face hugger. It crawled out the engine room darkness, just waiting for me. They're easy to kill though. They have 1 hit, so I should kill it. And I will. I am going to kill it. We'll expend another one of our ammo, because we do have ammo we can give ourselves. And we'll roll the attack die. Good enough for a larvae. Normally that wouldn't be a good enough one. That's a creeper symbol. It wouldn't be good enough to wound an adult or better. It's a larvae though. It's dead. Probably not the last we've found this game. I feel like this is going to go pear-shaped more so than the last game did. So we'll keep that handy. And a corpse goes there. Now that I'm here, I'm going to get rid of 2 more cards. Basic repair and rest. And I'm going to check the status of this engine and see if it's busted. It is. That's actually perfect. So that means the ship is destined to blow up. When it reaches hyperspace, it will blow up because it's only got 1 working engine, and that last engine could be broken as well. So that's perfect. Now, so all we need to do is send the signal and explore every room. That's not too bad. Well, and get out alive. Okay. To open up the escape pods, though, I have to start with self-destruct. So we do need to find that too. I'm going to get rid of a search card to move. That leaves me with just the Nerves of Steel card in my hand again. And we've found... Oh, one of the evacuation stations for the one that is now empty, I believe. What's wrong with it? It's busted. And it's got 4. Oh, actually, wasn't the Armory meant to be busted? I also totally forgot to discard a card in the Armory to get an autoloader for my gun. Ugh, I can't go back. Well, I mean, I can go back, but I'm not going to pretend I did it. So there's 4 items in here. Yeah, there was. So the Armory is busted as well. I'll go look those out now because, well, let's do noise roll first. Because we're into the end phase, I'm going to hold on to my last card and end my turn there. 1. Something's following me. There's a surprise. Something else was in that engine room and it's following us. So there is inherent risk searching every room on board because as I find more of them that are broken, if I run out of tokens, the ship explodes prematurely, which is technically my mission, but for you to actually count as a win, you need to survive. But anyway, we're in the end phase. Turn time ticks down 1. We're not even bothered about the hibernatorium this time. The aliens aren't going to attack, so we'll go straight to the event moving them. The adult, oh, no adult symbol actually. Eclosion. Each character with a larva character on their board dies. Nope, thankfully. Every character draws 4 cards from their deck and scans all drawn contaminated cards. If they have at least 1 infected, they work out they've got a face hugger in their belly, or an egg in their belly. I haven't got any contamination cards, so I'm not going to do that, because we know for a fact I don't have any, so there's no need. We can just go straight on to the next round. Alright, as my next turn starts, I'm going to get rid of full auto to move. We're just going to move loudly, and we're going to move into here, which is Airlock control. Start emergency decompression. In an online game, we used this to kill the queen once. You can close all the doors in a yellow room, although we haven't found any other yellow rooms yet. And then at the end of the turn, it blasts everything in the room out into space. There's one thing in here. My dog's hairs just have a way of stealthing their way onto the table no matter how often I clean it. And a door slams down behind me, which is perfectly fine. Noise roll. There's noise in the 4. That is... Where is the 4? Oh no, the 4 is the vents. That's terrible because there's already noise in the vents. So the noise disappears and we find something. That is real bad. Okay, well, shake up the bag and see what's followed me, or come out the air vent, I guess. It's another larva. 1, which again means that I've got, 3-4 cards in my hand still. So it doesn't surprise attack me, but it is there to annoy me. On that note, we're going to have to shoot it. Let's see, what could I do? I could also just ignore it and run, but I don't need to run from it. I'm going to use taking aim. Perform a shoot action. You can re-roll the first result, because why not? Might as well basically guarantee it. We have 2 ammo left in the gun. That's good enough for a larva. He is dead. Oh, we need another corpse token for that. I have one. Yep. You have to keep on going backwards and forwards. There. There's 1 searchable in here. Because again, it would roll back around to my turn because I'm just using 1 character. That's why I'm not making it. I'm not making a big deal of like I've done 2 actions. It's time for another 2 actions. We'll search. Because why not? Tick this down to 0. And 2 yellow items. 1, 2. Clothes. Oh, they get rid of slimed. Or tools, which I can use to give myself that armor. I want both. There's no guarantee the room to get rid of slime is on the ship because it's a tier 2 room. I'm going to take the clothes. Say thank you for the tools, but no, not this time. And then it would be my turn again. I'm going to discard a covering fire to use the clothes. And it says discard a slime marker, or you can use it to dress a serious wound. I'm getting rid of a slime. Good enough for me, but unfortunately that's already the end of my turn. End of turn, we are ticking down the timer. We're at 11 now, and then we go straight to event card and see what happens. No adults moving again. Nest. If the nest room is explored, place a noise marker in each corridor if it's connected to it. Do not place a noise marker if one is already present. We can ignore that. We haven't found the nest this time. The nest is always on board. It's a tier 1 room. So we are going to find it at some point. Nothing else to do, so I'll just drop my hand now. Got 1 card there, then I need to shuffle the rest and grab 3 more. Real quick. Enough. 1, 2, 3. Again, just clinging onto that Nerves of Steel card for when it's most necessary. Basic repair, demolition, search, covering fire. We're just clearing rooms, so we're just moving, and I'll get rid of my basic repairs to do it, which is a bit risky. I bet we find a room that's busted. We're coming down this corridor here into the... Oh, laboratory, that's actually perfect. What's wrong with it? Nothing. There's 3 items and the door slams down behind me. 3 items. We wander in here. Door slams. Noise roll. 3 in that corridor there. Got to remember now, if I get the silent icon, it means silent because I'm no longer blind. So there's noise there. For my other action, I'm going to get rid of the demolition and covering fire cards in order to analyze my dead crewmate's body that I had on my card. So that's gone, and that lets us reveal one of the 3 intruder weaknesses for me to try and remember. So we get this. Vital places. Blank combat die results against adult intruders are treated as a hit instead. That's really good. So blanks mean hits, again only against adults, but still, that's like, so that's simple. So that's very good. Now, is there anything else I want to do with my turn? There's 3 things in the room. I will end my turn, once again holding on to my Nerves of Steel card, by discarding a search in order to do a search for 2 green items. I'm just going to grab the top 2 of the deck to speed this along. There we are. We have found military drugs or bandages. I don't know what military drugs is. Hang on. Discard any number of cards from your hand, even contamination cards, and then draw the same number plus 1. I'll take the bandages in case we get wounded. Put those on my bar, and then we can go into the end round. I feel like at the end round, or at the end phase of the last round, I forgot to do bag development. I'm almost certain I did, so I'm going to do 2 now as we tick down to turn 10. I'm going to do the event first though. Flammable compounds. Place a fire marker in the hibernatorium. If the hibernatorium is already on fire, place it in each neighbouring room. Fire does not spread through closed doors or technical corridors. So randomly the hibernatorium has started on fire. Let me grab a fire token real quick. There we go. Get rid of this out of the way. There we go. It's just randomly set on fire. That's not a problem because I want the ship to explode anyway. But I'm pretty sure I missed a bag development. So we're doing 2 now. So whoops. So this is for last round. And it is... Come on. There's enough tokens in here, I shouldn't have trouble grabbing one. There we go. It is an adult, so I have to do a noise roll. 2 is fine. For once. Noise there. And then the bag development. Oh, and it goes back in the bag. Speaking of which. There we go. And then shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. Like a Goldfinger song. Then we found... Oh, no, I think that's the Queen. I don't know what that does during bag development. I'm going to have to check. Alright, that's the one where if we had someone in the nest, it would spawn the Queen, which is terrifying. Because we haven't discovered it, or there isn't anyone in it, we just put an egg on the intruder board, so there's another egg there, and then the Queen goes back in the bag to harass us at a later date. So now we roll back around to my turn. We can carry on. 2, 3, 4, because I've still got that Nerves of Steel card in my hand. And I technically could go... Oh no, I can't because the door closed on me. I could have gone back and grabbed the alien corpse. We'll just pull out a little bit because I'm moving to my left. Now, let's see here. I want to move carefully, I think, to guarantee that I don't get an alien jumping me. So we'll get rid of rest and full auto, because careful movement takes 2. And we're going to go through here to the... Oh, the fire control system. I could put out a fire, but I don't want to put out fires. I want there to be more fires. Never mind, no I can't, because it's broken. There's 3 items in it, but it's broken. Oops. And I get to choose where there's noise, so I'm choosing this corridor here to stop something spawning on me. But it's busted. Got to be careful with how many of those I'm finding when not repairing. So it's also busted. And there's what, 3 yellow tier items in here? I'm going to carefully move again, I think. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, I think it is. And which means I'm going to need to move the camera in recording because I'm moving... Oh, now all my cards are in the way, aren't they? You can't see the room I'm going to move to. Let me just get those out your way. maybe put those on their side because I do want to remind myself that I have them. We're aiming for this room right here, and I'm going to discard a search and a taking aim to move carefully again. Oops, the soldier's been drinking. Oh, well, at least we didn't get it at the end of the last turn. We found the nest, and apparently it's meant to be on fire. I don't think the nest can just automatically be on fire, because setting the nest on fire is really, really good because it just slowly kills the eggs. So I presume you don't do that. If I'm wrong, let me know, because that seems too much in the player's favour in a game that picks on the player. But I could be wrong, and I'm going to choose, obviously, I could put noise in the vents. No, that's a terrible idea. Put noise in corridor 4. So I was just reading the book there, and as far as I can tell, you do set the nest on fire. I couldn't see anything in the nest rules or the fire rules that said otherwise. So the nest is on fire, which is good for the overall destroying of aliens, I guess. Very, very bad for me, because I've ended my turn in a room that's on fire. So during the fire damage step, which I guess we'll just cover now, although before I forget, take down the round timer real quick. The nest, 1 egg gets destroyed, great, but I also take a light wound from being ending my turn in a room on fire. I'm just going to put one of the used ammo pips on my 1 serious wound. You can get a second light wound, not serious wound, but if you get 2 light wounds it becomes serious, 3 serious wounds, and then any further damage of any type will kill you. So that fire is going to destroy 1 egg at the end of every turn, which is just another thing to remember, which is fantastic. Let's draw an event card. So that adult up there is going to move. He's going to move to room 1. Bulkheads open. Open all doors except destroyed doors. That's actually okay. So the 2 doors on the table go away for now. If they were destroyed, that wouldn't happen. And then the adult, he's up here in whatever room's up there, which I just realised you can't see. He's at the very north of the table. And we're ready to just start another round. I have 1 card left in my hand, 1 left to draw, so I need to shuffle again. Oh, missed a card. Draw 3 more. Good enough. Alright, we need to get out of this nest, especially because it's on fire. I don't want to turn off the fire or put out the fire, but I do want to leave. We're going to move carefully. Interruption and demolition. Now, moving carefully too much means you don't get enough done in a turn, but in this situation I want to be careful. What is this? Hatch. Control system. Lock, unlock 1 escape pod. That sounds... I didn't think you could do that without the self-destruct being on. It's also on fire! 2 items in it, but it's on fire. I need to grab another fire symbol, but I also need to put noise down. I'm going to say noise is in the 3 corridor here, because I don't care about the hibernatorium. But we found more fire. Just in case anybody had lost the fire, I found it. I can't put it out unless I go back to that room. Can I use a room action on a room on fire? Probably not, but I'm going to check. Alright, quick look at the rules. The stipulations for using a room action. It says you can't if the room is busted, and you can't if the room has an alien in it, or an intruder. It doesn't say you can't do it if the room's on fire. So I'm going to discard covering fire and search to use the room action to unlock the escape pod that you can just see. The last escape pod on board. It's got 2 spaces in it. It's open. Now technically I could get rid of my Nerves of Steel card to move and not take a light wound from the fire at the end of the turn. I want my Nerves of Steel card, so I can't. So we'll just do the end phase now. I take another light wound from being in a room that's on fire, which is just peachy. Turn timer ticks down. The hibernatorium is now open, but you'd be insane to get in it because the ship is going to explode. And then we draw an event card. Oh, and sorry, another egg gets destroyed in the nest as well. I'll do that in a second. The adult is moving. He's moving to section 4. Ah, okay, we get to discuss something. I know you can't quite see him. 4 is the vents. If an alien gets into the vents, it heals all wounds, it disappears from the board, you put a token back in the bag. So that adult is now off the table. Lurking, remove from the... oh, he would have been gone anyway. Remove from the board all intruders which are not in a room with the character, put their respective tokens in the bag. That's what would have happened anyway because he wandered off into the vents. So that's fine. Alright, yet another room that we need to escape while it's on fire. I'm going to get rid of a rest card in order to use my bandages. The secondary thing you can use a bandage for, because you can use it to dress a serious wound, or you can use it to heal all light wounds. So I'm going to do the latter, so I'm back to full health. and that cost 1 card to use. And then we need to get out of here. And I think that I trust in RNG. That's dangerous thinking, that is. We haven't actually found, it's also worth pointing out, even though I opened up that escape pod, we haven't found the evacuation section tied to it, because that's evacuation section B. So I still can't get out even if I want to, although obviously we haven't done our objectives. I'll just get rid of a taking aim card. No, wait. I'll get rid of a basic repairs. And we're just going to move normally down to this room here. Oh, okay, well, there's the other room I mentioned, and it's got 2 things in it. And don't need to do a noise roll because there's noise all over the place, including the vents, annoyingly. So that is a shame. Get that out of the way there. Oh. From white rooms you can choose which deck you search from, incidentally. I don't really need to search for anything is the thing. I've got ammo waiting for me to use. We're back to full health. We just need to explore rooms and get out. I'll get rid of taking aim and search to move carefully again. Leaving you know what in my hand. We're just going to move up here. And I'll put noise here. Because my plan is to kind of go here, here. Oh no, that's not the best way to use. We're going to have to backtrack on ourselves no matter which route I take. We go here, 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 there. Have to go back again and then up there. And then come all the way back down to section section B. And it's going to be rough, especially because we don't actually have that many turns left. I need to move quickly. So assuming I've been keeping the turn order right, we're down to turn 7. If it hits 0, the ship goes to warp and explodes as planned, but I need to be off it when that happens. 1 more egg's been destroyed, there's 2 left in there, and event card. Short circuit. Place a malfunction marker on each explored yellow room with a computer, then remove this event from the game and reshuffle the deck. With a computer yellow room, that would be fire security, which already has it. Air control is yellow, but it doesn't have the computer symbol, so I think that means it doesn't get one, but the other events all get shuffled back in, except the 2 that were told to be removed from the deck for the game. So we'll just shuffle those up. Thankfully that didn't add more malfunction tokens, because there's not that many. And with that we can just jump into another turn. So yeah, I need to get a move on. As I say, there is downsides to constantly move. Oh no, bag development. Almost forgot. I might have forgotten last turn, honestly. I feel like I might have again. Did I? No, I pulled the queen, didn't I? Or was there a turn in between? Oh, I don't remember now. I pulled the blank, so nothing happens, and I think another adult gets put into the bag. I shall check between cuts and do that if it's the case. Let's just quickly play on. Because you feel like when you realise, oh, hang on, I don't have many turns left to do everything I want to do, you feel the need to rush, and if you make mistakes, you might not notice them. On that note, let's make a mistake by moving normally rather than carefully, because I want to do a lot of movement this turn. We're coming down here in this corridor. We have discovered surgery, so I could get rid of a facehugger egg if I wanted to. It's been slimed, and also dog-haired. So that was 3 items, like that. I'm slimed. Let's do a noise marker in the 4, so that's there. But I'm once again slimed. Where's my slime marker? There it is. We're immediately going to move again, except this time I'm going to move carefully. Am I? Yes. Yes, I shall move carefully this time, because I want to control where the noise is from here on out. To the canteen. I think you can eat snacks here too. No, you can't because it's busted. Normally you'd be able to eat snacks there to restore 1 light wound. Put a noise marker there. I'm going to go look out the malfunction token, then I think I'll probably end my turn, maybe. Give me a second to think about it. I was correct, incidentally. If you draw the blank out the bag, it goes back in, but you put an adult in as well. I'm gonna discard a search card to just move, because I am running out of turns, so we need to start taking risks, or we're gonna die anyway. We're gonna wander up here. I found the monitoring room, which lets you look at other rooms. It is not busted, that's okay. So 2 items. We wander in here. And me, there we go. Door slams down and I move normally. 1. So that would be the corridor I was coming from. And now I have to end my turn. So another egg gets destroyed. There's 1 left in the nest. I'm not sure what happens when all the eggs are destroyed. We tick down to 6. We draw an event card. Life support failure. Place a malfunction in any explored green room. Then remove this card from the game and then shuffle. Well, I'm not going to shuffle because I just shuffled last turn. But any explored green rooms. So that would be surgery, the laboratory, and then the canteen already has one. That's a problem. How many of these tokens do I have left? That's 2 more. There's 2 tokens in the bag. Now you can use up all the tokens. The ship explodes at the point at which you would need another one and you don't have it anymore. So we're running out of time in like 6 different ways. Oh, here was me about to go into my next turn, and once again, I told you, once the game starts feeling like you're on a timer, even though you can take as long as you like, you forget stuff. Bag development. It's going to be an adult token. I'm calling it now. Oh no, it's a larva. So that disappears and another adult token goes in the bag. I can quickly do that. Got a bag of unused tokens here, because there's a bunch of adult ones with different values on the back for the surprise attack value. I've already drawn up my hand, because as I said, I almost forgot to do the bag development. We're going to move. Do I move carefully? I don't have time to move carefully. I'll get rid of a rest card. We'll move loudly, as loud can be. You can just about see I am taking this path here to this room, which is the send the signal room. I forgot I needed to send the signal as well. What's wrong with it? It's also slimed. Well, that's peachy. 4 items in it. I'm already slimed, so that part doesn't matter. Noise roll. It's silent, but because I'm slimed, it's actually noise in every passage. So, I need to grab a few more noise tokens. I've used too many. There. The vents already have them. So that's fine. And then I need to send the signal, because that's one of my objectives. So I'll get rid of demolition and search. No, demolition and taking aim. To send the signal, normally you just mark it on your board, but it doesn't really matter, I've done it. So that's one of my objectives done from both cards. We've technically done one of them, cutting off the head. We just need to get out after exploring all rooms. Give me a second to think about my plan here. Alright, I've decided to be brave because we can afford to take some hits. I've had no serious wounds. We've got the Nerves of Steel card, I've got ammo. I'm going to discard a search card. Now we're only doing 1 action in this set of 2, so my turn would be forcibly ended anyway. We're going to move through here, find the emergency room to treat wounds. It's the silent symbol, which isn't any good, because, oh, what did I have on it? A 2? A 1, sorry. 1, because I'm slimed, but that does mean I don't need to do a noise roll. We just put the noise right there. Then I'm ending my turn. We tick down to 5. The last egg is destroyed. I'll check between cuts whether that does anything. Event card. Coolant leak. If there is a malfunction marker in the generator room, we haven't found the generator room, have we? No, we haven't. That would start the self-destruct counter. Remove this card from the game and then shuffle. No, I'm not going to shuffle because I've drawn 3 take from the game and shuffle cards in a row. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go double check the egg situation and then drop my 5 cards. Alright, I've drawn up my hand. 2-5. I only needed 4 obviously because I'm holding on to that 1 card that hasn't served me yet, but it will. And once all the eggs are off the board, the nest is considered destroyed. I don't know what ramifications that has, maybe for some objectives, but it counts as being destroyed. So anyway, no matter what I do, we're definitely getting something spawned on us when I move here. So I'm just discarding 1 card to move. Back here, we'll noise roll. It would have been silent. Oh, actually no, that's good, because yes, it's silent, but because I'm slimed it becomes danger. Danger doesn't summon a mob on you, I think. So that's actually the best possible result, but we have noise all around us. If that's wrong, apologies. Next I'm going to get rid of basic repairs to move again. This will be the moment it happens. Back down into the monitoring room. Where's the noise? We want a 2 or a 4. That's everywhere, which is also okay in the current situation, I guess. No, it isn't, because I ran out of noise tokens again. There we go. Then, as we start another turn, because that was 2 actions, I'm moving again. I'm going to get rid of a rest card. Spawn on me, I dare you, as we find the... Oh, there's the generator. Yes, that was the last room we hadn't found, and it's also broken as well. Oh dear. I'll move the camera in a second. So there's 2 items in the generator room. We're moving up here. I'm going to have to shift the camera along, apologies. There's where we are. 2 items in there. It is busted. So there's 1 token left. There's a busted room. Let's roll for noise. 2 is the vents, so we have summoned something. So those 2 noise tokens disappear. I've got 2 cards in my hand, but I have Nerves of Steel to protect against this. It must be an adult at this point, or worse. Oh, it is an adult. I saw that it had value 2 though, so I'm actually okay, because I have 2 cards in my hand. Comes out the vents there, says hello to you, I'm back in non-pog form. We just need to get to evacuation station B and I win. Do I try and kill it? I don't have the card where I get to flee, and there's no guarantee I'll draw it at the top of the next turn. Yeah, let's use Taking Aim, which is you get to reroll the first result. That's 1 ammo left in the gun. Now also remember, because of the weakness I discovered, I can re-roll this against adults. Oh no, sorry, no, the blank counts as a hit. So that is a blank, which means it counts as a hit. The gun I'm using does an extra injury if I do an injury, so that means I've hit it for 2. Pull back a little bit. How much health does it have? It has 3, so it lived. And then I'll discard... Yeah, I'll discard Nerves of Steel. It's gone. So I can shoot again, my last bullet in the gun. Also blank, which normally would be terrible, that's 2 more damage, so that's 4. Does it die? Oh, come on. It had 6 HP that turn, so it lived. Which is bad, because as we enter the end phase now, it's going to eat my face. Alright, let's see how bad this is going to be. Time track ticks down to 4, the intruder attacks me. Yep, the adult, he hits me with a bite. If the character has 2 serious wounds, they die. If not, they suffer 1 serious wound. Lovely! That's the same card drawn twice in a row, incidentally. So, serious wounds are these. Just do that, and then we're doing this. Didn't say it did a contamination card though, which is strange. So we got a busted arm. The character has only 1 hand slot for heavy items objects. If they have 2, they have to drop 1. Thankfully, we only have the 1. So I'll just put that over my right hand to remember we have it. Then we do the event phase, because there's no other fire or anything to handle. The adult is not going to move, because he's fighting us. Egg protection. Nope. The nest is gone. There is no eggs left. So this is where things are going to get a little spicy. I have drawn my hand. We need to get to here, do a noise roll, and then that puts us on the escape pod and we can leave. But I have no ammo in my gun, and if I try and escape, the intruder gets an attack on me. But I don't have much choice. I'm going to get rid of an interruption card. I'm going to run away from the adult, which means he gets a free hit on me. No, he doesn't, because his symbol isn't on here, so I get away scot-free, thankfully. We're fleeing down here. I presume I still need to draw... Yeah, I do need to do a noise roll, because if I get the claw, he follows me. That would be a 2. Which is... Oh dear. So I think that means something else spawns, which might be for the best considering what happens down here. This is where everything starts to go wrong with like the final fleeting moments where I can get off the ship. It's a larva with 1. We will not take any damage from that. But it also means I can't reload because there's an enemy here, and I think reloading is a non-combat action. Actually no, maybe it's not, because you just have the energy thing. Yeah, it doesn't say on it that you can't do it in combat. So we have a larva. Where did I put that? There it is. He doesn't get the surprise attack on me because of the number of cards remaining in my hand. I'm going to discard Demolition in order to reload using the energy charge, which gives me all my ammo back. I thought it was like 3. It's pretty good. So we have 5 ammo on my gun. And then I'm going to do a Taking Aim to kill the larva. So this is a reroll hit. Good enough to kill him. I'm not going to bother putting the corpse down because it literally doesn't matter at this point. And then I'm going to... yeah, I can make this work. I'll carefully move from my last 2 cards. Yes, I am getting rid of Nerves of Steel. I have a plan. I think we can finish this with 3 turns left. We move back to here. I get to pick where the noise is because I carefully moved. I'm going here because that means if for my check to get in the escape pod, which you can't quite see because we're too high, there it is there. If we roll a 2 or a 3, the noise is in the vents, which is currently clear, and that means I can get out. We just need to live through this event phase, so let's just do it now. Turn ticks down to 3, no attacks to do, no fire. We go straight to events. The adult up there is going to move to 2, which is the vents, I think. Yep, it's off the table. Malfunction. Place a malfunction marker in the explored room with the lowest room number, then shuffle this card back into the deck. The lowest number. The numbers are a bit hard to see. Like for instance, the room I'm in right now is 4. Oh no, you're not going to break the room I'm trying to escape in, are you? I've explored every room. There's got to be a lower room. It doesn't say what do you do if it's already explored, because the top left room is room 2 and it's already malfunctioning. I'm going to assume you're okay, because I believe that's the lowest number. I can't see lower at a glance. There must be a 1 room somewhere, mustn't there? Unless that's the cockpit. Oh, it is, it's the cockpit. I don't think the cockpit can break, but sure, I'll put the final symbol there. Which means if I would have to put down another malfunction token, the ship explodes prematurely. It's all on this last turn, so again, let's just keep going. I'm just going to drop my 5 cards. It does kind of matter because I might have to fight something. So, what have we got here? The full auto card could be useful. I'll get rid of Search and Rest to try and interact with the escape pod. We do a noise roll. If we get a 2 or a 3, we win. Of course. We got a 1, so that means we get spawned on. Didn't think it was that easy, did you? I also think I didn't do bag development that last turn again, did I? It's so easy to forget when you're at like the panic rush to the end stage. I don't think I did. Well, that's an adult of difficulty 3, which means it would get an attack on me. But where's my cards gone? There they are. I have Nerves of Steel, so I'm going to use that to counter it. My friend, the adult alien, came back to say hello. Now I could go all in to try and kill this. Let me fully read this card. Oh man, this is risky. If I do full auto, I lose all ammo. But for every 2 discarded, I do 1 guaranteed damage even if I miss. So that guarantees 2. A hit can be 1 or 2 plus 1 extra for the assault rifle. But then I've got to hope that I don't draw a card where it says it has 6 HP or basically I lose. I guess I'll do it. I could also discard each individually, which could at most do 3 damage each, which basically works out roughly the same maximum. I don't know the probability here, keeping in mind the weakness we have as well. I'll full auto. I'll full auto. 4 ammo, so that's 2 guaranteed damage. It is the adult symbol, so that's 2 more, which means, because 1 for the damage, and then 1 because I'm using the assault rifle. So that's 6 damage. Please be dead. I haven't seen higher than 6. He didn't die, but he runs away. So that means I didn't need to do that. Where do you run? 2. You run into the vents. He got scared by me going full auto. Unfortunately, attempting to get into the drop pod is 2 cards, and I only have 1 left. So I need to, pardon me, do an end of turn event and bag development. 2 turns remaining. Eclosion, we've had this, didn't we? Each character with a larva dies. We don't have any contamination cards, so we're fine. Skip that. Bag development, I don't think bag development is going to matter because I don't think anything can stop us getting out. Oh, actually no, if this is an adult token I have to do a noise roll, which would mean 1 bad result. It's the queen, so I think that means an egg goes on the nest, was it? But yeah, no matter what I draw here, we actually have 1. So just quickly drop 4 cards because I've got one in my hand still. 1, 2, 3, 4. I dump 2 of them. An interruption and arrest card to go back a little bit. We do a noise roll. It's a 1. Noise there. But I get into the escape pod and immediately launch. And then in 2 turns time, the Nemesis explodes. And if we check our win conditions, no man left behind, send the signal, all rooms in the ship must be explored. Both of those were done. Cutting off the head, send the signal and the queen must have been killed, or send the signal and the ship must have been destroyed. We already know the ship is going to get destroyed when it goes to hyperspace because 2 of the 3 engines are broken. For the record, the last engine was also broken. Where was the ship going? Let's check, because that didn't come up this game. The ship was going to Earth. It was going to Earth. But it doesn't matter because the Nemesis has exploded. We have achieved our missions. The soldier lives. He's a very good solo character, even if I have been doing things wrong. I feel like I forgot bag development more than the one time I caught there, or twice I caught there. But hopefully that was still enjoyable to watch. Do let me know if you want to see more Nemesis in the future, and whether or not you want multiple characters controlled by me simultaneously. It makes the game harder, for sure. So let me know. Thank you very much for watching and giving it a chance though. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the future. Ta for now.